that's when it all went left. Cause she ran at me like this. Mother bust into the room like, what are y'all doing in here? Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl Shamelin and I'm back with another video. As you can see by the title, this will be a story time about the worst sleepover I've ever been to, where I kind of broke my back and got into a fight. There's a lot of parts that go into it. Without further ado, we're just gonna get straight into this video. Oh, okay. So this story takes place like when I was a smaller child. I'm not really close with any of them anymore, and I thought it was funny, and I thought you guys could enjoy some of my pain. When we first got to the sleeper, I came with someone. I don't really remember who because it was just so long ago, but I came with someone, and once we got there, she opened the door and was like, oh my God, I meant to call you guys and tell you that, like, you shouldn't come over. So already, low-key, she wanted to cancel the sleepover, and we didn't know because we're at a time where, like, we don't all have cell phones and we're not, like, texting you. You'd have to call our landline, and she did not. This girl had water everywhere. I flooded the house, and I can't get it to stop. So I'm like, how did you flood? Like, where is this water coming from? She's like, out of the bathroom. So I go upstairs, and this chick, she's so funny. She didn't even, like, unclog the toilet. Like, it wasn't dirty toilet water. For some reason, I think someone stuffed something in there. But anyway, she didn't unclog it, so it was still running over, and it was all down the steps, and it was, like, an inch or two off the floor. It was wet in there, you know, being super handy. Just kidding. I went upstairs and I unclogged the toilet for her, so that stopped all the water from going. And then we proceeded to clean the water up with all the towels and everything we can find. I don't think her mom was there at the time, whatever, and her brother, her little brother, comes down the stairs. He's like, hey, on the stairs, and he slipped off the stairs and fell into a big puddle of water or whatever. She's like, okay, so we're still gonna have the sleepover, whatever. When my mom comes back, she's probably gonna be mad. These girls ask me to go take the towels in the basement, and this is going into how I freaking basically almost broke my damn back. I went down to her basement. The whole floor is cement. Like cement. Cement. So I'm down in the basement, carrying this like glob of wet towels. And what I didn't know is that some of the water from upstairs had seeped down into the basement, and my dumbass slipped on the water that was in the basement and fell backwards, and I busted up my freaking back. I'm not gonna lie, I was downstairs crying for a minute, but you know, I had to, before I went back up there, and then I went up there and I told them, like, I fell in the basement and I hurt my back. They had the audacity to just laugh at me like, okay, no one's gonna ask about, okay, that's fine. So then people start coming in, the party's at full swing, we're all having fun. Not gonna lie, we was listening to Chris Brown, just, you know, everyone was singing. That's when it all went left. She invited a girl that everybody hated. Supposedly we had like beef, like basically we were enemies. Like we did not like each other very much, but like when she was around me, she'd always try to like pretend like we were cool, but she didn't like me and I didn't like her because she was always like talking behind my back. We were playing some games and like we split into two groups. There was a group in her brother's room and there was a group in her room. Me and that girl don't like each other, so obviously we were not in the same group. Anyways, so one of the people from her group came in there and they're like, oh, I'm gonna just call her Mildred. They're like, Mildred's in there talking smack about you. And I was like, oh, you know, they're basically hyping me up to like confront her. So you know me, once I get hyped, I'm hype. So, well, you don't know me, but once I hype, I hype. I went in there and I confronted her and I was like, so what's all of this you've been saying? And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody talking about you. Da 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 da. But the funny thing was, I was listening outside of the door when she said something. So I heard her with her lying ass. We got into this heated argument. Like, I was all in her face, like, you're fake as hell. Like, da 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 da. We were both arguing back and forth. Turned into me and her about to box. They were basically asking us, like, how do we know when you're about to take it to that level where we're gonna need to break it up? Because basically, I guess we had to fight so we can stop having issues with each other. I was like, I don't really know. And she's like, well, when I get super mad, I go, ah! Like windmill. I was stronger than her, apparently. So we started off, she just kept hitting me like this. Well, swinging on me like this. And I just kept like deflecting it because I didn't really want to fight. Everybody else was hyping it up. Like, oh, you guys got to fight. I wasn't really trying to fight. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But she just kept doing that. And I just kept pushing her. And she would, you know, basically like fall down. Like every time she'll get up, run back up, fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down. I'm gonna transition this into my favorite way of storytelling about like fights. Anyways, I guess I pushed her really hard and she hit her head on the wall. So she got like super mad. And that's when she got up and got in her serious phase because she ran at me like this, like windmill, like, ah! And then I was just like, what are you doing? And then we, boom, fell on the bed and we're just like trying to like, we're like rolling around a little bit at this point. And then somehow I was down more than her. And then she kicked me in the face. And I'm talking about like right here. I still remember to this day. She kicked me right here in my face. That's when like my switch went off. I was like 0 to 100. I got so pissed. All I remember is being like, ah! And then I grabbed her hair because like she wore a lot of braids. So I remember grabbing her hair like this, wrapping it around my hand like this because I don't pull hair. Anyway, so I did that and I just got the bing, 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 bing. And then I picked her up and I, boom, slammed her on the floor. And then at that point, I'm just steady ding, 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 because I'm like heated. And I'm like, oh my God, calm down. And then we got up. So I like clapped back into it and then I got up and she was still wanting some more. So I, boom, one good time and her nose started to bleed. Like it was too much. And then she went to go take care of that or whatever. And she's like, I hope you know you didn't make my nose bleed. It's just really hot in here and I get nosebleeds. I go, that's fun. But I kid you not, literally 3 minutes after like all the fighting was done, after she got all cleaned up and everyone was just sitting down, my friend whose party it was, mother, bust into the room like, what are y'all doing in here? And we're all like, nothing. She says, well, it's late and I hear a lot of noise. You guys need to go to sleep. So then we all lay down to go to sleep. And of course, everybody plays too damn much. So people start like throwing shoes and stuff at each other till they clocked one girl in the head and she started crying. So we were done for the night. We're just like, okay, everybody needs to go to sleep now. But the funny thing was, like, we really sat up there and boxed in this girl's house at a sleepover and still slept in the same room at the same time. Like, I was trying to stay up to make sure she went to sleep first, because I felt like she was the type of petty person that would like try to cut my hair or something while I'm sleeping. Just imagine like breaking your freaking back, getting to a fight, and then waking up the next morning to people cutting up a whole dead pig in the back of a pickup. That's everything that really happened that went wrong at the party, and why it was one of the worst sleepovers I've had ever been to. I liked all the people there except for that one girl. Just so you guys know, in the end, no, me and that girl still didn't get along after that. The moral of the story is, if someone invites your enemy to a party you're at, well, a sleepover you're at, whoop that hoe ass and then go to sleep. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you like my story time. If you have a worse sleepover experience, comment it down below. And what I said at the end of the video, I was completely joking. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.